evening to one and all present here, distinguished guests, Advocate Nuruddin Sir, Advocate Allahabad High Court, and our faculty members. I, Sir Musharraf, your faculty member. We start our program with the name of Allah. I request Afif kindly come and recite few verses of Holy Quran. Please, Afif.
ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب.
As we all know, today's program is on the occasion of 75th Constitutional Day. So I request Yas sir to present a memento to our chief guest, Advocate Nuruddin Sir, Allahabad High Court. Kindly Yas sir. Now, I request Riyaz sir to present a token of appreciation to our selected student of BLLB. This is their hard work, perseverance and determination by way of burning midnight oil. The way they got their wonderful chance to and got selected in BLLB Best 2024 in ANU. I request Riyaz sir kindly come and present mementos to our selected student. First student Yasir. Now I request Nuruddin sir to present memento to Sidra Khan and Shabir Tawseef. Kindly Sidra Khan. Now I request Sumer sir to facilitate the student Taha and Muskan. Now I request Sumer sir to facilitate Taha and Muskan with these mementos.
अरे मुस्कान बेटा आप आ जाओ पहले उधर भी थोड़ा सा
Now I request Yasir sir to present memento to Afreen.
अफराही
Sitting there. This is the one. Now I request Akil sir to present memento to Sabir.
नबील नबील रिफ्रेशमेंट होगा
I request you sir.
आज आपके बीच में काले कोट वाले भी हैं और कुछ लोग ऐसे भी हैं जिनको काले कोट की चाहत ज़्यादा है, तो दोनों तरफ से आपको पॉजिटिव एनर्जी मिल रही है। ये जो लोग आपके बीच में बैठे हुए हैं ये वो लोग हैं जो पिछली बार आपकी जगह पर बैठे थे और इनकी एस्पिरेशंस जो थी वो इन्होंने अपने हार्ड वर्क से, अपने डेडिकेशन से इसको पूरा किया। यहाँ पर इनकी मौजूदगी जो है ये मेरे लिए और आपके लिए भी जो है वो बाइसे जो है इज्जत और इज्जत का मामला है। पहली चीज जिस पर्पस के लिए आज हम इकट्ठा हुए हैं, टुडे इज द 75th कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन डे। अगर मैं आपसे ये सवाल करूं कि 75th कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन डे जो है ये 26 नवंबर को सेलिब्रेट किया जाता है, तो when it is started to celebrate it as Constitution Day, 26 नवंबर क्या हमेशा से कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन डे सेलिब्रेट किया जाता था या ये अभी हाल फिलहाल में शुरू किया गया? किसी को आइडिया हो तो बताएं।
लाहौर सेशन वाला 19 उस टाइम पे मतलब इंडिपेंडेंस डे और मनाया जाता था इसी वजह से।
In 2015, the founding father of the Indian Constitution, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's 125th birthday celebration was embarked as Constitution Day. So in 2015, the Ministry of Social Justice has declared 26th November as Constitution Day. Earlier it was celebrated as National Law Day. Okay. So there's a long journey of the Constitution, but the idea was incorporated by M.N. Roy, who is considered to be the brainchild of the Constitution. So M.N. Roy first in 1934 has given the idea for the Constituent Assembly. Thereafter, the final proposal came by the Cabinet Mission Plan, and in 1946, the idea of the Constituent Assembly came into reality, and the first session was started on 9th December 1946. On 11th December 1946, the President of the Constituent Assembly, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, was elected, and on 30th December of 1946, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru has suggested the objective resolution of the Constitution, which later on became the preamble of the Constitution. And if we look on the objective resolution, that would be the guiding light for the makers of the Constitution. The founding fathers had gained the guiding light through the objective resolution, that on which founding principles the Constitution has to be built up. So after a long process and long journey of the Constituent Assembly debates and discussions, and there were 22 committees about, and in which some committees are very important, which I have discussed you in the classes, so I would not go in detail for that. So after a long journey of 2 years, 11 months and 17 days, the lengthiest, the bulkiest, or you can say the largest constitution of the world has incorporated. So on 26th November 1949, the constitution was adopted by the Constituent Assembly in the present form. And to commemorate the Lahore Sessions Purna Swaraj Resolution, 26th January was embarked as the enforcement date of the Constitution. So the Constitution was adopted by the Constituent Assembly on the 26th November 1949. But to commemorate the 26th January, which was taken by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru in Lahore session as Purna Swaraj, that was embarked as Republic Day. So after the constitution has been formally enacted and adopted, the next step was the signature on the constitution. So if we go that in totality, when the Constituent Assembly was first formed, there were about 389 members. But when the constitution was signed, how many members were there? 299 members were there. Out of them, 15 were the females. So on 24th January 1950, the constitution was signed. National anthem and national song was also adopted on that day. And on 26th January 1950, the constitution was enforced. And what would be the benefit of the constitution in India? When we say that we had the bulkiest or the largest constitution of the world, some of the jurists or some of the historian has said that they have wasted the important time of the country in incorporating a constitution which has been borrowed. So the constitution is also known as bag of borrowings. But in my deep sense of gratitude to the founding fathers of the constitution, I would say as a student of law that the constitution has only followed the ideas of the different constitution and not taken any borrowing from different constitutions. The challenge, the task which the Dr. Ambedkar's committee was that to incorporate the principles of different constitutions in reality into the Indian scenario. Because if we have borrowed something which is from US democracy has been developed from time. But India in its childhood and due to its diversity and suffering from the partition, India cannot support any risk which inculcate the diversity to be bifurcated. So the founding fathers have the responsibility to evolve the principles of the best constitution that has to place all the communities, all the societies, all the religions, all the groups to one into reality. So the constitution, after its incorporation and completing 75 years, I would say that it would be the most flexible, most reliable and most dynamic constitution of the world. The constitution has changes with the passage of time. When the constitution was incorporated, the half population of this country was not represented by that. But in reality, now after 73rd and 74th constitutional amendment, the half population, the women reservation has been given to Panchayati Raj and municipalities. And by 106 constitutional amendment, which would be in future incorporated into reality, the 1/3 of the population of the females will be represented in Vidhan Sabha and Lok Sabha. So the founding fathers of this constitution has laid certain responsibilities on the citizens also. Yesterday, the Supreme Court, the Honorable Chief Justice of India, Justice Sanjeev Khanna and Justice Sanjeev Kumar, they have embarked that the secularism and the socialism is incorporated into the basic structure of the constitution. And the basic structure of the constitution cannot be feathered away by any constitutional amendment. So a day before we celebrating the 75th Constitution Day, the Supreme Court uphold the integrity of the constitutional principles. So as a student of law, you must understood what is constitution and what is constitutionalism. Constitution is a document, it's a sacred document which upholds the integrity and the diversity of the nation with the political system of the governance. But constitutionalism means that the system must confront with the lines of the constitution. We have faced so many challenges. We have seen so many challenges that the constitution is in danger. But the constitution is in danger because the people are not following the constitution in letter and spirit. Constitution is as good as it was in 1950. But if the principles of the constitution is not followed in letter and spirit, then the constitution will be a rough document and not a sacred document. So three things which we have to conclude in our mind as a responsible citizen of India, that we as a citizen of India should uphold the integrity of the country by upholding the values and the principles of the constitution. If we do not uphold the values and the principles of the constitution, nobody bothers about it. So constitution, the idea of the constitution, or you can say the guiding light of the constitution, we can understand by the preamble. And I would like that each and every person here present should repeat the preamble by me. Okay? So I would like to introduce a pledge that you should repeat.
We the people of India preamble
All of you please stand up. We the people of India,
We the people of India,
having solemnly resolved to constitute
having solemnly resolved to constitute
India into sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November, 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution. Please sit down. What the preamble said? Preamble said that we the people of India has given this constitution to ourselves. So this constitution is by ourselves. Okay? This is a gift of the founding fathers of this country. This is the gift of the founding fathers of this country. This is the legacy of the freedom fighters. This is the legacy of the visionaries of India. So they have done their job. Now it's our duty to abide this constitution by heart and soul. Thank you very much.